This is the Visuo drone. It does resemble the DJI Mavic with the foldable arms and very sharp angular shape. It does come with a remote, kind of the Xbox 360 controller remote. One thing to note is this shows an SD card, but mine does not have the actual mechanics inside to put the SD card. And I know that because I pushed an SD card in and it just fell in there. So there might be more than one version. And so therefore these buttons for photo and video don't do anything. You have to record on your phone and connect to this via Wi-Fi. Comes with a 900 milliamp battery. Comes out right here. And we've got our rates or our speed control over here. We've got our flips over here, and those buttons are a little bit hard to reach because they're so close to where the phone mounts. And then we've got our takeoff and landing, and then we've got our headless mode and return to home. I won't be testing headless mode. It's kind of a feature I don't use. I don't recommend people using it because it really doesn't teach you how to fly the vehicle, but you can try it out. Headless mode means that it always stays, whatever you start the copter at, it always stays that is away and that is back and this is always left and that is always right. And then return to home is again kind of a bearing or setting. If you have the vehicle pointed that way and you put return to home and it's further over that way, it will just go past you. It doesn't actually come back to you. It comes back in the direct path that it left in. So I'm going to get set up. To use the app, you scan that in the Android Play Store or the Apple App Store. And you connect to the Wi-Fi. Once you turn this on, you'll have a UFO Wi-Fi. You connect to that, then launch the app, and you'll be good to go. I'm going to do that now. Well, my takeoff button does not do anything. So let's just fly it up, I guess. That's a little peculiar. That takeoff button did work on the last time I flew this. Pretty stable in the air. I'm going to step out into the grass here. So let's see what this rate is like for our roll. Pretty docile. And our pitch. Got a little bit of a breeze here. It kicks up, I'd say maybe 6 to 7 miles an hour. And it's coming from my back. Here's our yaw. Now let's try the next rate with the left button. So we get 2 beeps. We're in the medium rate. A little more aggressive on the pitch. And the roll, it's yaw. Yaw picks up too. Alright, and the third and final rate, 3 beeps. Let's bring it back. So a little bit more aggressive yet. And the yaw. The throttle control is very sensitive. I'm going to go ahead and take a picture. Gives us a little sound on the application. Go up a little bit higher, take another picture. Now let's record some video, see what that camera looks like. Just get a little video sample there. Well, that yaw is pretty twitchy in the highest rates. I'm going to stop my video. Now let's do the flips and the rolls. Pretty quick, pretty quick. Went right into it, didn't really try to gain much altitude, so be careful. I think we might be able to do some forward flight flips and rolls with this one. Let's just fly it around a little bit more, get comfortable with it. You do have to kind of bump it up on the throttle every once in a while when you're going full pitch forward. Alright, I'm going to start out over here. There you go. Kind of a little loop. Back flip when forward flight. Looks pretty smooth. Can't really complain about that. Cruising around pretty good. It just has a little bit more pitch than it's got throttle though. Let's see what we can do for a funnel right here in front of us. Got red lights in the back, green in the front. You're really hard to see in the daylight though. I can see them though. That's better than some. So not much of a funnel. It stays kind of in place. So if you're looking for something, well, let's check its durability. Right into that tree. It carries itself pretty well. All right, damage report. Just folded in a couple of arms. Let's see what we have to do to, I haven't crashed this one before. Ejected the battery, so I'm probably gonna have to relaunch, and the app won't work anymore, of course. So let's turn it off and back on. The camera does angle down, but you kind of have to use your fingernail to get it down. That's about all you're going to get out of it, if you can see that. And then flat. So I'm going to turn it back on. Turn my radio off and back on. All right, we're back in business. Let's go again. I'm going to blame the wind on that crash. I never crash. I never crash. Whoa. Let off the throttle a little bit too much there. So it doesn't quite, in my opinion, have quite as much pitch as it should have in the highest rate. I don't think I'm in the highest rates, am I? Whoa, did you see that? When you let off that throttle much, I mean, much below 50%, it pretty much stops the props. Let me check what rate I'm in. Okay, let's go back to the highest rates. I was fooled there for a minute. I think I got an arm that's not quite where it's supposed to be. I'm going to bring it in. It's kind of fine, funky all of a sudden. Let's try the land button. Okay, that's not working. So I must have the version where the land does not do anything. Yep, I was flying that with an arm not out. Okay, let's go again. It's kind of it's funny because when I flew this and I didn't record anything, I was just kind of getting familiar with it. I didn't do any of these silly things, so you get to see all my silliness. Oh, that feels like we're getting sag now. Maybe not. Maybe that was just the wind. I'm gonna go. The controls kind of feel like there might be a little bit of a delay between what I'm telling my fingers to do and what the copter does. I didn't notice that previously, but maybe it's just because I'm flying more aggressively than I did in the previous flights. And the yaw on the highest rate is super twitchy. Did we do a yaw spin? Let's bring it back over here. I can't recall if I did a yaw spin in highest rates. So let's do that. It's funny because it doesn't spin that fast, but it's awful twitchy in flight. So you have to let off the pitch every once in a while when I'm coming in, getting too low. Right there, I had to definitely let off. I want to bring it in closer so I can show you. So you can do forward. Oh, I'm gonna get that tree again. No, I got out of there. And a barrel roll maybe. Yeah, it's not as quite as graceful on the barrel rolls. In forward flight, that is. Getting it too high, you probably can't hardly see that. Oh. Just checking for LVC. I don't see LVC yet. So I'm going to get it out here and I'm going to do a fast forward flight flip right at us. Comes with prop guards, which you don't have on. It does not have any landing legs. It does come with a screwdriver because the transmitter has a screw in the back of it. As part of being classified as a toy, they always have to put a screw in the back of the transmitter. It also has a charger. It took about 50 minutes to charge this battery is my recollection. I use a cell phone charger to charge batteries. I generally don't like to plug in those little USB cables into my computers. Just risk avoidance, I guess. So I use a little $5 cell phone charger and I use that. I figure if that melts down, it's better than a much more expensive computer melting down. Also comes with an extra set of props. Oh, as far as the charger, the light is off when it's charging. And when it's done charging, it comes back on. It's got a red light in the charger that I received with it. Uh-oh, we must have LVC now. I'm full throttle. There we go. That's a full flight. I'll put the flight time on screen. I won't count my crash over there. So not bad, not bad. Check it out, check out the prices. I do like the look, that angular look. I do like that quite a bit. It's a nice look to the design. You've got easy access to your gears. I think because the arms are have a hinge in them or a swivel, I think replacing motors might be a bit of a challenge. You've got these soft feet for landing, and the props are relatively flexible, so they should be actually quite durable. And as I've shown you today, you can crash this thing and all it does is really fold an arm, at least in that case. I do like that look from the front with those little red lights. Makes it look like a alien face or something. Well, so that is my review of the Visuo from GearBest. Remember, mine did not come with an SD compartment. They might, or there might be other versions that come with that. If you have any comments or questions, please leave those in the section down below. And thanks for watching.